Use this brainwashing technique instead. Most people believe that setting goals is the key to success. Every year, millions of people write down resolutions, hoping to change their lives. But what if I told you that this very habit might be keeping you stuck? Shocking, right? Studies show that only about 8% of people actually achieve their New Year's resolutions. That means 92% fail. Now, imagine if you could beat those odds and reach success faster, without the typical goal-setting pressure. What if there was a better way to get what you want, by thinking and acting like the ultra-wealthy? In this video, I'm going to reveal the truth behind how the rich think, live, and grow their wealth, without traditional goal-setting. You'll discover the powerful, brainwashing techniques they use to rewire their minds and achieve extraordinary success. These aren't your average tips and tricks. These are strategies that billionaires swear by. Stay tuned, because this might just change the way you approach your future forever. Chapter 1. Why setting goals is the secret to staying poor. We've all heard it. Set goals for the new year. But what if I told you that setting goals could actually keep you stuck? Many wealthy people don't set rigid goals, they focus on systems. Systems help you grow. Goals can tie you to a destination. Think of a goal as a finish line, but the rich don't want to stop at the finish line. They want to keep running, evolving, and building. For example, Jeff Bezos didn't set a goal to be the world's richest man. He built a system. A system of customer obsession, fast delivery, and constant reinvestment into Amazon. His goal wasn't to be rich, it was to keep improving. When you focus on systems, you adapt to change and opportunities rather than chasing after a static goal. You think long-term, like Warren Buffett. He's focused on value investing, not a goal of having X amount of money. It's about continuous learning and growth. According to a study by the Dominican University of California, people who focus on systems and habits are far more likely to succeed than those who only set goals. Goals are temporary. Systems last. So, stop focusing on outcomes and start thinking about the process. Chapter 2. Born to think different. The mindset of wealth. How are the wealthy born? It's not about wealth inherited, it's about mindset. From a young age, many wealthy individuals are taught to think differently. Richard Branson, for example, struggled with dyslexia in school, but instead of being limited by it, he used his unique perspective to build Virgin Group. He didn't see barriers, he saw possibilities. A growth mindset is key. Carol Dweck, in her book Mindset, shows that people who believe they can grow their abilities are more likely to achieve extraordinary things. The wealthy don't see failure as the end, they see it as a stepping stone. Thomas Edison famously failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. But each failure was part of his learning process. The rich see challenges as opportunities, not obstacles. If you're always stuck in your comfort zone, you're not learning. Rich people are curious, constantly seeking new ways to improve. It's the mindset that sets them apart. Chapter 3. Live like you're already rich. The power of simulation. What if you could start living like you're already wealthy, before you are? The rich don't wait for their bank accounts to catch up with their dreams. They live as though they are already successful. This doesn't mean spending money you don't have, but adopting the habits and behaviors of the successful. Take Mark Zuckerberg, for instance. In his early days, he lived modestly, but he always dressed simply and showed confidence. By acting as if he already belonged in Silicon Valley's elite, he eventually did. Simulating success helps you make better decisions because you stop thinking small. According to psychologist Carol Dweck, simulation triggers your brain to take more confident actions. People who visualize success daily are 30% more likely to take risks that lead to significant growth. If you walk, talk, and think like a successful person, you'll naturally attract more opportunities. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date with more tips on wealth building, success, and how to live like the rich. Chapter 4. The unseen rule of rich people. Learning without boundaries. The wealthy don't rely on traditional schooling to get ahead. Instead, they learn from books, mentors, and real-world experiences. Bill Gates, for example, reads about 50 books a year. But he doesn't just read any books. He reads to challenge his thinking and solve problems. Wealthy individuals understand that learning isn't confined to classrooms. They learn from failures, they learn from people around them, and they learn from trial and error. The best part? They keep learning, every day. Billionaire investor Charlie Munger said, "Spend each day trying to be a little wiser than you were when you woke up. Even more powerful is learning through others." Rich people don't learn in isolation, they seek out mentors. This network of knowledge and experience accelerates their success. The famous entrepreneur Tony Robbins says, "Success leaves clues." By learning from those who've succeeded before, you can shortcut your path to success. Chapter 5. The rich teach with silence. The power of subtle influence. We often think of teaching as lecturing. But the wealthy know that the most powerful teaching happens in silence. They teach by leading, by showing, not by telling. Steve Jobs, for example, wasn't a conventional teacher. He didn't write books or give long lectures. But his vision and the way he led Apple spoke volumes. Rich people understand that people learn more from actions than words. They create an environment where others naturally pick up on their principles and work ethic. Warren Buffett, for example, hasn't written many books on investing, but his actions speak louder than any advice could. It's subtle. It's about how you carry yourself, how you make decisions, and how you inspire others through the way you live. You lead by example. Your presence, your actions, your results become your teaching tools. This method of teaching inspires others to emulate your behavior, which is the ultimate form of influence. Chapter 6. Think like a billionaire. The brainwashing technique to rewire your reality. So, how do you rewire your brain for success? The rich use a technique that could be described as brainwashing, but in a positive sense. It's not about controlling others, it's about controlling your own mindset. Billionaires like Elon Musk practice intense focus and visualizations daily. They use these techniques to reinforce their belief in their ability to change the world. Visualization, positive affirmations, and self-talk are tools used by many of the world's wealthiest people. A study from the University of California shows that visualization can enhance athletic performance by up to 20%. If you can visualize success, your brain starts creating pathways to achieve it. When you repeat a positive thought or affirmation, your brain starts to accept it as truth. Billionaire investor Ray Dalio talks about the power of meditation and reflection in shaping his mental framework. It's not just about saying, "I'm rich," or "I'm successful." It's about changing your belief systems to match that of the rich. Wealth is not just about money, it's about how you think. By using these brainwashing techniques, you create a mindset that is in tune with success. It's not magic, it's science. The more you repeat these practices, the more you rewire your brain to focus on growth, wealth, and possibilities. If you found these tips useful, make sure to subscribe. This is just the beginning. More content on how to transform your life is coming your way.